So hi students, welcome to the class. Today we are going to see the final part, almost it's the final part, and after that I will be doing last exercise in this chapter. Okay, so that is today's topic now, very important topic in this chapter, surds. Okay, surds are also called as radicals. Okay, so what is a surd? So definition of surd is like this according to your textbook. If x is a rational number and n is a positive integer such that x power 1 by n, which is also nothing but nth root of x, is an irrational number, then that nth root of x is called as surd. Okay, or radical, both are same. Okay, that is the definition. If x is a rational number and if n is a positive integer, then x power 1 by n, which is also called as nth root of x, is irrational number. In such a case, that nth root of x what we get is called surd or radical. For example, square root of 2. So here n is 2 and x is also 2. Okay, but x power 1 by n, that is 2 power 1 by 2, is a irrational number, right? N is 2, that is positive integer, and x is 2, which is a rational number, but this root 2 is a irrational number. So that is why root 2 is a surd. So we can say root 3 is a surd, root 5 is a surd, cube root of 8 is a surd, cube root of not 8, cube root of 6 is a surd, okay, and then cube root of 2 is a surd. Okay, so these are all surds. But this cube root of 8 is not a surd. Why? Because cube root of 8 is equal to 2, which is a rational number. Okay, fourth root of say 81 is equal to 3. It is also a rational number, so it is not a surd. So not every number which has cube root, square root are not going to be surds. Only those numbers which turns out to be irrational after taking the nth root of that number is going to be a surd. Okay. So this is very important. We are going to use this method of simplification of surds in many places in the coming classes. That's why we need to understand these surds very clearly. Okay. So that's all about definition of surds. Okay. So next thing is how to do operations on surds. As they are irrational numbers, we cannot do easy operations on surds directly. So we need to, as surds are irrational numbers, we need to convert them into rational numbers. Okay. So we need to know what is rationalizing factor of a surd. Okay. So what is rationalizing factor? Okay. If two surds are multiplied such that the product obtained is a rational number, then those two surds are called rationalizing factor or rationalizing factor of each other. So they are rationalizing factor for each other. Okay, and the process of converting a surd into rational number by multiplying with its rationalizing factor is called rationalization. Okay, so this is very important to do operations on surds. Okay, so for example, if I have 1 by root 2, okay, so we have a irrational number at the denominator, so I need to solve this, I need to use this, but still I should not have a rational number in the denominator. So what I will do is, I will not change the value, but I will make it rational in the denominator. by multiplying its own root 2, right? Okay, so root 2 into root 2 will become 2, whereas the numerator is root 2. So both are equal. So what I did is I rationalized the denominator. Okay, so root 2 is the irrational number and a third. I need to rationalize it by multiplying by its rationalizing factor. Okay, so one more example. Root 3 plus root 2. Okay, so I need to rationalize this. So what I can do is I can multiply by root 3 minus root 2. So when I multiply these two, what happens? We'll be getting a plus b into a minus b format. So we get root 3 whole square minus root 2 whole square. So we end up with 3 minus 2, which is equal to 1. So I rationalized it. So what is the rationalization factor of this? Root 3 plus root 2, root 3 minus root 2. And rationalization factor of root 3 minus root 2 will be root 3 plus root 2. Okay, so this we will do only if it is required. Okay, we cannot randomly multiply and make it rational. The operation should be logically correct. Okay, like this. Here I did not multiply only for the denominator, I also multiplied for the numerator also. So the value did not change, but still denominator turns out to be rational number at the end. Okay. Okay. And one important thing about surds is, very important thing to remember and note, all surds are irrational, but all irrational numbers are not surds. Can you give any example which is irrational but not a surd? So there is a number pi, right? So pi is irrational but not a surd. Okay, that is why all the surds are irrational but not vice versa. The reverse or the converse of that is not true. Okay, remember. So now we will see how to do operations like simplifications on surds. Okay, so we need to now practice this rationalization method. Okay, so that we can do the simplification on surds easily. Let's get into the examples first. Okay. State with reasons which of the following is a surd and not. So the first one, root 27. So is root 27 a surd? Okay, so root 27, if you don't understand, we can write it as 3 square into 3 and root 3 square into 3 root. So we end up with 3 root 3, which is irrational. So this is irrational means root 27 is also irrational. So it is a surd, because I can say the n is equal to 2 here and x is equal to 27, which is rational, which is integer, positive integer, and a root of 27 is 27 power 1 by 2 is irrational. So that is a surd. Okay. So next one, they are given root 225 into root 4. Okay, you know what is square root of 225? So 15 square is 225. So square root of this 15, and this is 2, which is equal to 30, which turns out to be rational. So this is not a surd. It is not a radical. Okay. And when I say x power 1 by n is a surd, it is a surd of order n. We say that n is the order of the surd. Okay, that means square root of 2 is a surd of order 2. Okay, that is 2 power 1 by 2. Okay, so square root of cube root of 2 is surd of order 3. Remember that? Okay. So let us do some more examples now. Okay, so find the least rationalizing factor of Find the least rationalizing factors of root 27. The least rationalization factor of root 27. So to get the least rationalization factor, so we need to eliminate as much possible as what is there in the root. Okay, so we are going to write this as already we did this 3 square into 3, which is actually 3 root 3. Okay, so now it is still irrational. So I could have multiplied this entire thing with root 27 to make it rational. Okay, but that's not the least. Which is the least is after simplifying we end up with 3 root 3. Now what I should multiply to make it rational? So we just have to multiply root 3. So it will become 3 into 3, 9 rational. So the least rationalization factor of root 27 is just root 3. Okay, so I don't have to multiply entirely 27 root to make it rational. So I can even multiply by root 3. So that is the least rationalization factor. Okay, so next question is 2 root 125. So 125 is actually 5 cube, right? So we can write as 2 into root of 5 square into 5. So we can write as 2 into 5 into root 5. This is 10 root 5. So what is the least number I should multiply to make it rational number? By multiplying by root 5. So it will become 10 into 5, 50. So therefore the least rationalization factor is of 2 root 125 is root 5. Okay. So these are all the questions you can expect in the exercise as well. Okay. So I will not repeat similar questions in the exercise. You are going to do it. So observe this carefully, understand, and then you go to the exercise. Okay. Now simplification. Simplify an expression by rationalizing its denominator. Okay. First question, example 1 by root 2, which I already tried. So what will you do? So I should not change this value, but I should rationalize the denominator. So 1 by root 2 multiplied by root 2 and the numerator and denominator, we end up with root 2 by 2. Okay, that is a simplification process. Denominator is rationalized. Okay, second one 5 to root 2. Again, which is the least rationalized factor of 2 root 2? Root 2 itself, right? So I can go for the quotient into multiply and divide by root 2. So you will end up with 5 root 2 by 2 into 2. So we end up with 5 root 2 by 4. Okay. So that is how it is. Now example 15, simplification. Simplify each of the following by rationalizing the denominator. That is the question. So 1 by 3 minus root 7. So I can see RF, that is rationalization factor of denominator is what? 3 plus root 7. So multiply and divide by 3 plus root 7. So we end up with into 3 plus root 7 divided by 3 plus root 7. We end up with 3 plus root 7, and this is 3 square minus 7, which is 3 plus root 7 by 9 minus 7, 2. What is the formula we are using here? A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. That is the formula we are using. Okay. And the second one, simplify 3 by root 5 plus root 3. Okay, so we have RF, rationalization factor of denominator, root 5 minus root 3. So multiply and divide by root 5 minus root 3. So what we end up with? So we end up with this 3 into root 5 minus root 3 divided by root 5 plus root 3 into root 5 minus root 3. So which will end up with 3 into root 5 minus root 3 divided by 5 minus 3. we simply end up with 3 by 2 into root 5 minus root 3. That is the answer. And then question number 3, example 3. So what we have is root 3 plus root 2, root 3 minus root 2 divided by root 3 plus root 2. Okay, so rationalization factor of denominator root 3 plus root 2 is root 3 minus root 2. So multiply and divide by root 3 minus root 2. So we end root 3 plus root 2. Sorry, we need to multiply by root 3 minus root 2 only. So root 3 minus root 2 into root 3 minus root 2 divided by root 3 plus root 2 into root 3 minus root 2. So this is a minus b whole square format. So we end up with root 3 square plus root 2 square minus 2 into root 3 into root 2 divided by 3 minus, that is root 3 square minus root 2 square. What we end up with is 3 plus 2 minus 2 root 6 divided by 3 minus 2. So that is 5 minus 2 root 6 by 1. That is your final answer. That will be your final answer. Okay. So remaining 2 examples, I think you can refer your textbook. Okay. So remaining 2 examples 4 and 5 in the 15th question, you can do it later. Okay. From the textbook you can refer it. So I'll be moving on to next example, example 16. Two root 3 plus 3 root 2 divided by 2 root 3 minus 3 root 2, which is equal to a plus b root 6. What they're asking is find a and b. Find a and b. That means to find a and b, I need to convert this in the exact this format where we'll be having 2 numbers in the place of a and b. So that will be, because it's a rational number and it's a irrational number, if it is rational and irrational, sum of the irrational and rational, we can compare the corresponding coefficients and equate them to a and b. So we need to get rid of this and we have to get it in this form. So what we can do is, we can see the rationalization factor of denominator is 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2. So we multiply and divide that by 2 root 3 and 3 root 2. So what we end up with is 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 into 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 divided by 2 root 3 minus 3 root 2 into 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2. So we end up with again a plus b whole square format. So that is 2 root 3 whole square a square plus 3 root 2 whole square plus 2 into 2 root 3 into 3 root 2 divided by 2 root 3 whole square minus 3 root 2 whole square. So what we end up with, I'm going to write it here, the continuation. So 4 into 3 squaring this and 9 into 2 18 plus 2 into 6 12 into root 6 divided by 4 into 3 minus 9 into 2. Okay, here 2 square, 4 into 3, 9 into 2. So we end up with 4 3s are 12 plus 18 minus 12 root 6 divided by 12 minus 18. So we end up with 12 plus 18, 30 minus 12 root 6 divided by minus 6. So we should divide again, it will become minus 5 plus 2 root 6. This is your answer. So that is equal to what they said, a plus b root 6. That means A is equal to minus 5, corresponding elements we are equating, and B is equal to 2. That's the answer. Hope the answer is correct. Okay, so one thing is it is plus, I missed the plus here, it is all plus here. So it is all plus, so this will end up with minus, this is minus, okay. It's A plus B whole square, A square plus B square plus 2AB. So the answer is A is minus 5, B is minus 2. Okay, so check that and make the correction. So next question is, if x is equal to 2 plus root 3, then find the value of x square plus 1 by x square. Okay, so let us find x square first. Given x is equal to 2 plus root 3, so x square is equal to 2 plus root 3 whole square, which we end up with 2 square plus root 3 square plus 2 into root 3. So which formula? A plus b whole square formula. A square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, so x square is equal to how much now? 4 plus 3 plus 4 root 3, which is 7 plus 4 root 3. So therefore x square plus 1 by x square, and then we can even find 1 by x square, no? 1 by x square is equal to 1 by 7 plus 4 root 3, which can be rationalized by multiplying 7 minus 4 root 3 by 7 minus 4 root 3. So we end up with 7 minus 4 root 3 divided by 7 square minus 4 square into root 3 whole square. So what is the answer we are getting here is 7 minus 4 root 3, 7 square is 49, 16 3s are 48. So this is 7 minus 4 root 3. Okay, so what is x square? I can take it as an equation now, so it will be easy. So x square is 7 plus 4 root 3, 1 by x square is 7 minus 4 root 3. From 1 and 2, x square plus 1 by x square will be 7 plus 4 root 3 plus 7 minus 4 root 3. So the irrational terms cancels, we get 7 plus 7, 14. So that is the value of x square plus 1 by x square. That is the simplification process. If I have not done this rationalization, it would have been difficult for me to get this simple term. That is the importance of rationalization. Okay. Okay. So now 2 more examples I'll do and wind up this video. So prove that, there is a proof I need to do now. Prove that 1 by root 2 plus 1 plus 1 by root 3 plus root 2 plus 1 by 2 plus root 3 equal to 1. So I can say these are irrational numbers in the denominator, but at the end I am getting rationalization. Okay, that is the reason we rationalize the denominators on the LHS. So we'll take LHS only now. So 1 by root 2 plus 1, its rationalization factor is root 2 minus 1. Okay, plus 1 by root 3 plus root 2 into root 3 minus root 2 by root 3 minus root 2 plus, I'm not writing here so it's not visible for you because of the lighting. So into 2 minus root 3 divided by 2 minus root 3. So we end up with root 3 root 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 plus root 3 minus root 2 by 3 minus 2 plus 2 minus root 3 divided by 2 minus 3. This is what we get. So we end up with again root 2 minus 1 divided by 1 it is, and this is root 3 minus root 2 divided by 1, and this is minus 1, so it will become minus 2 root 3 divided by 1. So I am making it minus here only because it becomes minus 1. So we end up with again what is it, root 2 minus 1 plus root 3 minus root 2 minus 2 plus root 3. So what will cancel here? Is everything correct here? 2 minus root 3 minus 2 plus root 3. Yes. This is 4 square, no? So this is 4 minus 3. 2 square is 4 minus 3. It is plus 1 only. So this will be plus 2. This is minus. So now it will be correct. So we end up with this root 2 cancels. Root 3 cancels. We end up with 2 minus 1, which is 1. So that will be which is equal to what? RHS. Right? That is the proof. It is a very simple simplification. There is nothing big in this proof. Okay. So we have one more important example to discuss. So rationalize the denominator of this. We need to rationalize the denominator of this number. So 1 by root 3 plus root 2 minus 1. This has to be rationalized in the denominator. To make it rational in the denominator, at the end of this process, we need to get a rational number at the denominator. So here, which is the irrational part? This is irrational part, this is rational part. Let us group it. Okay? So multiply and divide by the rationalization factor, that is root 3 plus root 2 plus 1. When you multiply this to this, it will become rational. So what I get is root 3 plus root 2 minus 1 into root 3 plus root 2 plus 1 divided by root 3 plus root 2 plus 1. Okay, it may not be one single process this time because we have 3 terms here. So numerator is going to be this divided by this a plus b, a minus b into a plus b will become root 3 plus root 2 whole square minus 1 square. So what is that? Root 3 plus root 2 plus 1. This is again a plus b whole square. Root 3 square plus root 2 square plus 2 root 2 into root 3 minus 1. So we end up with what? Root 3 plus root 2 plus 1 divided by 3 plus 2 plus 2 root 6 minus 1. I end up with continuation here. Root 3 plus root 2 plus 1 divided by 5 plus 1 6, 6 minus 2 root 6. So what is common in the denominator? I can take it outside 1 by 2. 1 by 2 I can take it outside. We end up with root 3 plus root 2 plus 1 divided by 3 minus root 6. Getting it? So 3 minus root 6. So 1 by 2 I'll keep it as it is. Again I rationalize the denominator. So what is the rationalization factor of this? 3 minus root 6. 3 plus root 6. 3 plus root 6. Okay. So this you have to multiply. So we end up with what did I take as a root? 5 minus 1, 4. Sorry for the mistake. Here this will become 4. So when you take that, it will become 2 minus root 6. So this is 2 minus root 6. This will become 2 plus root 6. 2 plus root 6. Okay, now it is correct. So we end up with 1 by 2 into, we need to multiply this. So what we are going to do is 2 into root 3 as it is. And then root 6 into root 3 is root 18. And root 2 into root 2 is 2 root 2 plus 6 root 2 and 1 we have to multiply 2 plus root 6. Divide by, this will be very simple now, 4 minus 6 for us. So this will become 4 minus 6 when you multiply. So at the end we have to again simplify this part. So when you simplify this part, this is 2 root 3 and what about root 18? Root 18 is also 2 root 3. So do you understand that? That will be 3 root 2. Yeah. Why 3 root 2? 9 is taken outside. 3 root 2 plus 2 root 2 plus 6 root 2 s plus 2 and then root 6 divided by 4 minus 6 is minus 2. So we end up with minus 1 by 2. 2 root 3 remains as it is, and 3 root 2 plus 2 root 2 5 root 2, 5 root 2 plus 6 is 11 root 2 plus 6 plus root 6 divided by minus 2, that will become this side 4. So this is the final answer I get. So everything is correct. Did we get any 12 here? Yeah, this has to be root 12. Sorry for that again. I'll just simplify this further. Yeah, this kind of mistakes will happen, so we should be careful. So 1 by 2 and then minus 2, I'll bring it here. And then we have 2 root 3 plus this is 2 root 3 because 3 root 2, 9 will be taken outside. I'll write it in the bracket later. Plus 2 root 2 and here 2 root 3 will come inside, and then 2 plus root 6, whole thing divided by 4 minus 6. Yes. So we end up with minus 1 by 4. So 2 root 3 plus 2 root 3 is 4 root 3, and 3 root 2 plus 2 root 2 is going to be 5 root 2. Yes. Yes, we are getting it right. 5 root 2. And then we end up with 2 plus root 6 divided by, yeah, that's it. Okay, let me do the simplification from this process again. Till this everything is correct. The mistake is here. This is 4 plus root 6 is 2 root 6. Okay, this is plus, here it is 2 minus. Okay, hope you understood. This is all correct. Here it is 5 minus 1, 4. So it is 4 plus 2 root 6, and here I am taking the 2 common, it will become 2 plus root 6. Okay, so now it's correct. So when we rationalize, we need to rationalize by minus. That is why we are getting a wrong answer. So it will be 1 by 2 now. So this is multiplied root 3, 2 root 3 plus 2 root 2 plus 2. I just multiplied by 2 first, and then minus root 18 minus root 12 minus root 6. Yes, everything will come in place now. So this is 2 square 4 minus 6. Yes. So this will become minus 1 by 2 into 2 because of this minus sign. So, and everything else is normal. 2 root 3 and 2 root 2 plus 2, and this can be written as 3 root 2. So because 18 is nothing but 9 into 2, so 9 can be taken outside the root, it becomes 3, and 4 root 4 can be taken outside to become root 2 root 6, and finally root 6. That's it, minus root 6. So what we end up with here is, I'll take the minus side inside. Before that, let me simplify. 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 will cancel, yes, and then we end up with 2 minus root 2 minus root 6. When you can multiply by minus n, we get 1 by 4 minus 2 plus root 2 plus root 6. This is a simplified answer. Yes. So small mistake where I did not check this, that will end up with big mistake here. That's right. So that will be, again we have to redo everything from the beginning. So be careful while doing the calculation and rationalization. Okay. Okay, 20th I am leaving it to you. So examples 20, 21 and 22 I am leaving it to you. So you can try that later. Okay. So this is the end of the session, part 7. Okay. So I will be doing one more session for the exercise 1C. Okay. Okay, exercise 1D will be left. We'll do it after the live session because they are special questions which we can discuss after having a live doubt clarification session. Okay, so that's all in this video.